Hello and welcome to our second video on drone string chords. If you'd like to check out the first video in this series, I'll put a link in the description below. In this session we'll be taking the A-shaped bar chord and converting it into some really cool drone string chords. So let's start with the A chord, just as we would normally play it as an open string chord. And one of the first things I'd mention here is that we won't be playing string 6. Now I know in a lot of chord books they have the open A chord as a 6-string chord, and of course you can use 6 strings on the A chord. But the idea here is to get the cleanest possible sound out of our chords, and by having the 6th string we would end up having an E as the lowest note. And even though the E note is in an A chord, it makes the chord sound a little bit muddy for what we want to do here. Now to find the best sounding drone string chords with this A shape, I'm thinking about what key has an E and a B in it. For example, the key of A does have an E and a B. So what I can do here is take my finger off the 2nd string and let the 2nd string ring open. Now I end up with this shape. Okay, so now I have converted my open A chord, the standard A chord shape, and I've converted it to a drone string chord by letting the 1st and 2nd string ring open. Here's how that sounds. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my open position A chord. Let's compare that with our drone string A chord. You can hear it adds a dreamy floating quality, and that's what we're after with these drone string chords. And so now if we move the A shape up the fingerboard and convert it into a bar chord shape, and you'll see I've got a B chord. I've moved the shape up so I've got my 1st finger at the 2nd fret. That's the shape I have on the screen, the B chord, and you'll notice that I'm not playing the 1st string or the 6th string. So when I'm playing the A-shaped bar chord, I'm not playing the 1st string or the 6th string. This will give us our best sound. And so once again, if I have a look at what notes are in a B major scale, of course I'll have a B note, but I'll also have an E. So again, this is a good fit for what we're wanting to do here. So if I let the 1st and 2nd string ring open here, just by altering how I'm fingering the B chord, and I've put the fingering on the screen there, I've now got a B drone string chord. Moving that shape up 1 fret, I can play a C bar chord. Checking back to the key of C major, there is an E and a B available for me there. So again, I can convert the C bar chord into a C drone string chord. Again, you'll hear some interesting flavours as we do this. Moving up the fingerboard to D at the 5th fret, I've got my D bar chord. Checking back to my D major scale, there's a B and an E. Great, so that will work really good. And I'll have the 1st and 2nd string open here to create a D drone string chord. Moving up to the 7th fret, I have an E bar chord. Now of course I'll have an E, but I'll also have a B available, so this one will also qualify to be an E drone string chord. I'm going to move up now to the 10th fret, to a G bar chord. And again, E and B are notes that are contained in a G major scale. So here's my G drone string chord. you will have noticed I didn't play a bar chord at the first fret. That would have been a B flat major chord, and because it's a B flat chord, the key of B flat obviously won't have a B natural in it. It'll have a B flat. So that's why I didn't use that shape. Now, of course, at the moment, I'm only trying to create major drone string chords. However, depending how well you know your music theory, you would find that there's other options available to you, chords that I haven't mentioned in this session. For example, if I went to the 4th fret, I'd have a C sharp major chord. Now, if I let the 1st and 2nd string ring open, in other words, if I convert this C sharp major chord into a drone string chord, I'll actually have the notes. If I play that chord, I'll be producing a C sharp minor 7th chord. So that's a very useful chord. Also, if I went up to, say, the 9th fret, where I'd have an F sharp major chord as a bar chord, if I let the 1st and 2nd string ring as open drone strings, I'd be creating an F sharp dominant 7th chord with a suspended 4th. Let's have a look at how we would use some of these drone string chords that we've done so far. Let's say we have a progression in E, a 1, 4, 6, 5 progression. That would be an E, A, C sharp minor and B, if I was in the key of E. Those chords form the basis of a song called Holy Grail by Hunters and Collectors. Now, if I move these shapes up and down the fingerboard using a lock-knuckle approach, meaning I'm just going to keep the same shape but just move it up and down the fingerboard, I'll be able to play those chords. Here's my E. Just keep the same shape, move that down so that our 3rd and 4th finger are now at the 2nd fret. This means your 1st finger won't be playing any note. The 5th string will be ringing open. Move the shape up to the 4th fret. With our 1st finger back on, and that's our C sharp minor chord. Move that shape back 2 frets, and that's our B chord. And of course, all these chord shapes have drone strings. Here's how that would sound. And I just finished off there with an open E major chord, just the standard shape. So I hope that's been of interest. That's our second look at the drone string chords. There's more exciting things coming up when we start combining the E shape with the A shape. You get a lot of variety there. And so I look forward to catching up with you on our next session where we start combining our drone chord shapes. Bye for now.